Ms. Anuradha is a dedicated and enthusiastic primary math teacher at the Sri Ram Universal School in Hyderabad, where she works with students in grades 2 to 5. Her love for math shines through in her engaging and inclusive classroom environment. Driven by a passion for education, Ms. Anuradha transitioned from a career in IT to teaching. She embraces each day as an opportunity for learning and strives for excellence in all her endeavors. Hearty welcome, Ms. Anuradha. The stage is yours. Please proceed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the warm welcome. Yes. Good evening, everyone, and warm greetings from Extra Mile. Extra Mile, founded by the visionary Dr. Abdul Salam of BTAC, is a prestigious platform for both online and offline training. With a strong network of expert trainers, Extra Mile is poised to deliver on-demand, on-site training throughout India. Before we begin, I would like to extend my gratitude to Dr. Abdul Salam and Extra Mile Education and Training for giving me this wonderful opportunity. A hearty welcome to all the participants. It's a true joy to have each and every one of you as a vital part of the webinar, which is a discussion on the challenges and the best practical ways to implement NEP 2020 and NCF 2023 to empower ourselves and our children to contribute to the nation building process. The destiny of a nation is shaped in its classroom, rightly said by Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Let us all reflect on this and think if there is a connection between education and nation building. Yes, education is one of the most powerful tools for nation building. By shaping the minds and values of students, we lay the foundation for a society that is united, responsible, progressive, and today we'll explore strategies to promote nation building right here in our classrooms. So before we begin with today's session, there are a few things I would like to brief you about. Any query during the session can be conveyed through the meeting chat box. And in order to have an interactive experience, you may clear your doubts by asking questions. Kindly use the virtual hand raise button. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the speaker for today's session, our own Dr. Abdul Salam. Dr. Salam is a CBSE resource person and a master trainer. He is the founder and CEO of BTAC and Extra Mile Education and Training. He has worked as the assessor of National Accreditation Board for Education and Training, Government of India. He is the visionary founder and CEO of Extra Mile Education and Training and Bharat Transformers and Academic Group, which we fondly call as BTAC. Sir, it is indeed our pleasure to have your gracious presence, and I would request you to take over the proceedings of the evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Anuradha, and a hearty welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining from different parts of the world and outside, from different schools. The topic is already, described by the moderator. Let me do a slide settings and I'll begin. One minute.
Please take your time, sir.
Yeah, I think it is set to begin. I'm pretty audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, NEP and NCF, 4 years are out of the inception of NEP, and 1 year passed since NCF was introduced. And the question is how far we are able to achieve the expectations, the objectives of NEP, and how far we have, been able to achieve transact the NCF in the classrooms. NCF is a kind of Bible. If anybody has read, we can very well understand all the areas of education, right from administration to teaching, classroom, parenting, everything is involved in NCF 2023. So before we analyze NEP and NCF, we must understand that it's a globalized world, and every country is connected, everything is connected, the world has shrunk, and it's like a river flowing together. If any break in between will disturb every country, if any kind of disruption will affect every country. Okay, same is the case with India. So I would like to present the topic in a wider perspective, in a different perspective, as we are here to discuss the challenges and the scopes of NEP and NCF in nation building. Of course, every curriculum, education policies, and are all set to build the nation, and they all have contributed to the nation building process. And as everybody knows, education plays a vital role in nation building, as it is directly connected to economy of a country. How the economy of a country depends upon the quality of education, how well people are educated, what the quality people or the workforce are showing. That all depend upon the education, the quality of education we give. So that's the point. So on a larger perspective, when we look at the world, what does your dream world look, feel, and sound like? See, when we have this NEP and NCF and all, we have, everybody has a dream or a vision in mind. India should be like this in future, maybe by 2030, right? So, as a citizen, as a as a member of the world, how do you visualize? How do you dream? What your dream world should look, feel, and sound like? Can you use the chat box? And Anuradha ma'am, please help me read the.
Sure, sir. Sure. Participants, please use the chat box to give the answer for this. What does your dream world look, feel, and sound like? So Asma Fatima has mentioned peaceful.
Peaceful, okay.
India, maybe in the next 10 years. United or unity is what Jiva has mentioned. Less hate and mental peace.
Okay.
One universal family.
All right.
Yes.
Come on.
Independent, globally together, balanced ecosystem, unity in diversity, employment to all, happiness, no violence, togetherness, respect each culture, peaceful, contentment.
Yeah.
Vasudeva Kutumbakam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, participants, for your wonderful input. Thank you so much.
I think, sir,
yeah.
Imagining India as a country where we don't have to apply for visa for any other country. Just the Indian passport should be strong enough to, go to any country without taking a visa. I think that should be.
Okay, let us see. I don't think, but let us dream. You can dream anything, right?
Yes. You can dream.
Yeah. Thank you so much, participants. So, so that should be the world we dream. Okay, let us go to the next. What about this? Definitely, this is in India, right? Anuradha ma'am, what do you think?
Could be, sir. Yes, could be.
Could be India, right? And can we go through this newspaper headlines, and Anuradha ma'am, please read the titles, headlines.
Yes. Who gets to breathe clean air in New Delhi? 100 days since RG Kar rape murder victims' parents flag off rally in Kolkata. 17 slain by a gunman at Broadwood School. 9% of women worldwide have unmet contraceptive needs. 1,000 days of war, Russia's invasion of Ukraine passes grim milestone. India faces massive challenge in pulling students out of academic regression, loss of learning due to COVID-19. In India, there are 10.1 million working children between the age of 5 to 14. India has a deficit of over 1 million school teachers, UNESCO reports. Indian police arrest 2 men after assault on Muslim boy at Hindu temple.
Mm-hmm. So
the war
different,
has stolen our future. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you so much, Anuradha. So different, news, most of them are, very disrupting news, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Nothing we can see, so some out of them out like very peaceful, everything about war and rape, all these things, right?
Yes.
And also, so if this is what our students are growing up experiencing, how would they define the world? See, our children nowadays, you can see the world, in which they live, they experience, as we have read the news headlines and all. If these children grow up experiencing all these, how will they define the world? We have defined the world, our dream world, just a few minutes back. So now let us see. Now let me know. Please tell me how the children will define the world in which they are living in. Please come to the chat box.
Yes. Participants, please type in your views. Imagining yourself as a children, and how would they define the world?
Selfish. Okay.
Selfish,
Next.
Sandhya.
Yeah. And then I say selfish. How will the children
Yes.
define the world? Because they are experiencing all these turbulences, right?
Freedom and independent.
Freedom and independence. How will they want freedom and independence? Maybe what that is what Shaystri ma'am is looking for. Okay. Any other comments? How the children would be defining the world? Connected but isolated. Okay, isolated. Yeah. Full of opportunities.
Scared, mistrustful, and angry.
Okay.
Misusing the resources. Tone. Stressful and not satisfied. Insecure.
Okay.
No fraternity. Not fit to live. Dreamy child.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your inputs. So this is what the children will be, defining the world. Okay. Now let us see some of the, surveys, or, what do you call, some data we have collected around the globe. That is what is happening around the globe, because our children are experiencing all these things, right? And they are growing up experiencing all the turbulence and disturbances. And let us see, as an educator, we should have a wider, vision how the world is and how India should be, swimming along with. So, on a global perspective, global conflict on the rise. Everybody is agreeing, I think. Everybody agrees. Global conflict on the rise. So, war in Russia, Ukraine, Palestine, and internal conflicts as well. Everywhere you can see internal conflicts in Africa, and many countries, many parts of the world, and a huge number of people become refugees. That is the greatest, disaster this present world is facing, refugees, and they are denied of education and all the facilities. So this is the global perspective, I mean scenario now. And as a result, democracy is in decline. You can see in India also, when you take the polling percentage, it is day by day, it is becoming very less, right? And you can see the year by year, it is, it is 2020, last survey conducted, it is by 2020, you can see globally, it has come down to from 70, nearly 75% to now it is 65 or above. So that is another thing, another problem we are facing. Okay, next is percentage of students in schools whose principals reported that teacher shortages hindered instructions in schools. Just before also we saw that India also faces the shortage of teachers. NEP is there, NCF is there. Who has to implement NEP and NCF? When we are facing all these problems in the world, we have worldwide teacher shortage. Nobody is attracted towards teacher profession. I really appreciate the teachers who have joined today because of their dedication and devotion that they have joined. This particular topic has nothing to do with exams and all. Nowadays, exam, related matters are being discussed everywhere. But here we are on a different, perspective. And thank you for joining. See, let us see that you can see even the most developed countries, you can see that shortage is very high. Maybe you can take any country like Norway or Lavinia or Brazil or any country. You can see the shortage is too high, and some countries have shot up to 80, more than 80%. Belgium, and it is not the case, not less the case of India. And this is the a survey conducted, report by OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation for Development, in which OECD country principals state that their classes are disturbed and disrupted because of lack of shortage of teachers. And another, 15-year-olds achieve minimum proficiency in reading, mathematics, and science. So PISA, everybody must be knowing PISA. Program for International Students Assessment. It's a program for international students assessment. India has not joined PISA, but most of the countries are taking part in PISA, and you can see the 15-year-olds achieving minimum proficiency in reading, mathematics, and that is also going down in many of the countries. From if it is more than 80, that it has come down to 60, between 60 and 80. You can see the droppage. And 15-year-olds tend to report lower creativity. That is another thing. So when you have children in your class, you have to understand all these things, and we have to do whatever is possible for 15-year-old. It is around the globe. I'm talking about a global scenario, not only in India, global scenario. So India is not less. So 15-year-olds tend to report lower creativity than 10-year-olds. So after 10, they are engrossed in some other areas. That area we have to find out and make use of. Then, and this is another tendency, that young people change jobs increasingly more often than their older cohorts. And also I read recently that young people, because of their burnout, stress and strain and all, they take retirement also, breaks also, short breaks, because they cannot withstand the pressure in the companies, in the workplace they are. And another very important problem, which is, this is our highlight, this is our focus, mental health. Mental health, the top health concern. Mental health, you can see the black arrow, I mean the line, that is the mental health line. From 20, it was just
28.
2018, it was just 28. The level of mental health concern was just 28%. Now in 2024, 45. It was risen to 45 or 46, right? Yeah. So what is happening? Digital addictions. Digital addictions are on the rise globally. Internet addiction, game addiction, smartphone addiction. So this is the data up to 2021 we have. And the future is like this only. it will always surprise us. There is impact and uncertainty. Climate change is there. Now on another side, what do you call, wildfire is destroying
Yes.
America. So all these are happening. So amidst this, that we have to materialize the requirements of NCF and NEP. I hope everybody agrees. And let's have another discussion. We have 8.12 billion people in the world. Okay, 8.12 billion people according to latest data survey 2024. In that 1,450,935,791 people are living in India. So how many countries? More than 200 countries. And India takes the lion's share. 8.12 billion, out of which 1 point something is taken by India. So NEP, NCF, and the largest population in India. Why I am discussing this is, let us have another perspective. There was a World Happiness Report in 2024 in which India was ranked 126th. India was ranked 126. What is it's a great leap, isn't it? I mean, huge gap. There's a huge gap compared to other countries. Still, we can see that we can have a compromise. India is an underdeveloped or developing country, but still, people, the life standard of people, they are not able to meet. A majority of people are not able to meet their daily needs. Then only they will be happy. So 126th rank. And see, next side of India. In the 2024 Global Hunger Index, India ranks 105, 105th position out of 127 countries. So you can see, if it is less than 9, it is okay. The green line, the green bar. Between 10 and 20, it is moderate. If it is 20 to 35, it is a serious thing. India has an average score of 27.3 in the GHI. So when we are here, a huge number of people are in the street, in the cold, starving. Many are not able to meet their education also. So when we celebrate NEP, the implementation and all, I think we celebrate every year after 2020. Government also celebrates, but we have another side of that. That is what is everybody is not focusing upon. So this is a very serious thing. And when we come to education sector, so we were talking about 1 billion plus population of India. 19% of 1 billion plus population are school-going children. They are school-going children. And we have a lack of 95 lakh teachers. How are we going to meet the expectations of NEP, NCF? So this is another point to discuss and think about. And we have to encourage the younger generations towards teaching profession, for which we have to be the role model, irrespective of the salary or the remuneration we are getting, because many great teachers have contributed greatly to the foundation or building of India. We are nonetheless, and still you can see, still we think that there is no dropout. Still there is dropout in India, happening in India. It is state-wise and primary-wise, upper primary, secondary. You can see girls and boys, many students are not able to go to school. This is the situation. So how do we move from this present world as it is to a world as it should be? That is the question. That is the question we are going to discuss, and we are going to see that whether we can do something. How many of you think that we can bridge this gap? Please come to the chat box and type your answer. How many of you think that we will be able to bridge this gap? Whether it is 1% chance, 2% chance, 3% chance, or 4 or 5. What do you think? Please let me know. Please type. How many of you say it is 5? 100% we can make it happen. We can bridge this gap, this huge gap.
Some say 4, some say 3.
Yes. Yeah, tell me, ma'am. Tell me.
Most of them are saying 4. Most of them, some are saying 3 now. So it's a battle between 4 and 3. We can try, but it is not possible, is what some of them are saying.
We can try. Okay, that's the first point. Okay, we can try. Yeah.
Yes. No one has said 5 as of now. So yes, 5 is not possible, is what one of the teachers says.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because we have a very great, population and
yes,
lack of teachers and all. But, if we try, we can make it. Anyway, for 3 and all appreciable. Thank you so much. And because we are nation builders, if you think that 5 is not possible, not possible only. If you think that 5 is possible, it is possible. Because everything depends upon us. We who have gathered here, it is our responsibility to build the nation, to lift the hand of every child, to hold him up, to lift him or her up, so that everybody is contributing to the nation's development and progress. Well, every child deserves to live in India, and India free of poverty and filled with love. That is our agenda. That is our, objective. So let us strive towards it. We have seen the challenges. We have seen the disruptions happening. An excellent and equitable education is our best road to this India. Which India free of poverty and filled with love. So nation building should happen in our classrooms. You see the eyes of these children, how shining they are, right? There are a lot of things inside their minds, a lot of things they can do, and who knows who they are going to become. It all depends upon the teacher, because teachers are the greatest influences. Okay. Now coming to NEP. So this being the situation, let us see NEP, highlights of NEP. There are 8 areas focused on NEP. Anuradha ma'am, can you please read out?
Yes, sir. The first one being respect for diversity and local context, equity and inclusion, community participation, use of technology in teaching, emphasize conceptual understanding, learning for exam with no rote learning, unique capabilities.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
Unique capabilities and critical thinking and creativity, and continuous review, build on sustained research and regular assessments. I think the question today also is about rubrics, right? That's also related to this. Yes, yes.
Okay, so these are the highlights, the highlights of key principles of national education policy which we have to meet. And NCF. This is about NCF. I don't know how many of you have gone through NCF. Many of you must have gone through NCF. The NCF has 5 parts. Why I am showing this is, I have gone through a study conducted in a comparative study conducted in 52 countries, and in which like countries like Singapore, Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, Solomon Islands, so many countries where education is on the progress. they have quality education and all. And we can compare them with Indian education, Indian curriculum also, that is national curriculum framework also. You can see that everywhere in those curriculums and our curriculum, there is a huge highlight on physical education and happiness curriculum. Physical education, happiness curriculum, vocational education. These are repeatedly seen being highlighted in most of those countries who give very quality education. So these are the 5 parts of National Curriculum Framework. First part speaks about the approach of the curriculum, aims and curricular areas of education, then school, what are the stages and all, approach to learning standards, everything is described for how to carry forward, that is all. Then we have school subjects for different stages and all. Then third part discusses cross-cutting themes like values, very important. Values, very important. Inclusion is another thing, very, very important. Information and communication technology, ICT, guidance and counseling, environment, rotors in India. See, we have to see that whether these 6 areas are covered in our school curriculum or in our extracurricular or co-curricular activities. The third part, fourth part is speaking about school culture and process. That is also very important. Fifth one is creating a supportive ecosystem, that is ensuring an appropriate environment for learning. People ratio, teacher ratio, enabling and empowering teachers, that has been happening. Role of academic and administrative functionaries. So this is, in nutshell, this is the the index of the National Curriculum Framework. And according to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the purpose of teaching is to create nation-building capacities in children. Definitely, we are also contributing to the building of nation, and our children also should be able to contribute. Children can do wonders. We have seen that people with less capabilities are doing miracles than ourselves. I hope you agree. People with less capabilities, people with no limbs, they climb the mountain, right? And no hands, and they do wonders. Yeah. So in that case, we are the disabled, right? Are we the disabled? No. We have great teachers like you. Only thing is, we have to handhold every child to bring the best from their minds, out from their minds, in terms of their creativity, imagination, and talents. And whether it is NCF or NEP, these are the 8 C's to be built in our children, so that you can see that NEP is the principle, the objectives of NEP are achieved. So these are unavoidable skills that is to be built in our children, so that they will not become, burnout people. They will not become timid people. They will be the most valorous, most confident, most skilled citizens of India. It all depends upon the teachers who deal with these children every day. What are these 8 C's, Anuradha ma'am?
Yes, sir. Critical thinking, compassion, creativity, courage, communication, collaboration, curiosity, and consciousness.
Yes, thank you. So critical thinking, as everybody, we have been emphasizing about critical thinking. Consciousness about one's own ability. Consciousness about one's own ability, confidence, everything includes. And curiosity. Your teaching, when you teach, your teaching should be able to, arouse curiosity in the child. Then only they will become thinkers. They will become problem solvers. And we should, in every classroom, we should be able to do collaborations, make chances, opportunities for collaboration amongst children. Only through you can build skills, the necessary skills. And what are the other? Then communication, of course, courage, very important. Courage means to come forward, to take initiative, to step forward. See, in all the schools, I can see that all the programs are done by teachers, not by students. How will they build these 8 C's? If you visit a staff room, we can see that duty list of teachers only. No students are seen. So I have changed this scenario. So tell I tell the teachers, the coordinators and all who allot duty, give the names of students first, and teacher should be the supporting. So leader is the teacher and the doers are children. But children only, they take the initiative. They get the courage to take the initiative and do things. Then only there is collaboration. Then only there is communication. Then only there is consciousness. Then there is creativity. They come up with a lot of ideas. And most importantly, compassion. If in their team something happens to somebody, they should be able to support. They develop compassion. Very, very important. You can see that nowadays children, unless and until you inculcate compassion in children, definitely we are going to lose the generation. Because they become valueless and without values, right? And compassion is very important thing. And make school programs and all, covering all these areas, 8 C's. Talk to them. Use the assemblies. I tell stories in the assembly, in the school assembly, especially to the younger ones, because it is there you have to sow the seed of compassion. These young ones, they grow up as older, citizens. They should grow up with great values. So this compassion, the seed of compassion should be built in the children right from the beginning. Tell them stories. And I requested teachers, because as teachers, there are concerns every day this child is bullying me. Even parents, even a pinching also is termed by parents as bullying, right? You must be facing this. Parent writes diary notes or calls and makes complaints that my child is being bullied, right? So these bullying cases, or what about what all small issues, whatever happens in the classroom on a daily in a basis, should be brought to the attention of every child, for which you can make use of the assembly. I asked my teachers to ask the children enact these situations, the bullying cases and all, and take opinions from children itself, take solution from children itself, right? So that is the best thing. There should be what do you call a collaboration and involvement of children also in decision making, so that they grow very courageously with all the necessary skills. So, my dear teachers, the focus of my presentation today is this 8 C's to be built in our children through our curriculum. This is the same every curriculum in those all the countries are speaking about. And most importantly, you have to give emphasis to compassion. Very important. Without compassion, we are going to lose. And the 4 constitutional values. The first one, which is the first one? You can interact with me through the chat box. First one, which is the first one?
Teachers, you can
liberty. Yes, liberty. Yes. Second one?
Liberty is when Manam.
Second one? Justice. Okay. Third one? Equality. Okay.
Equality.
Fourth one? Previously, somebody was speaking about fraternity. Thank you. Thank you, Sriba ma'am. Yeah. So these 4 values. So 8 C's and these 4 constitutional values. Very importantly, you have to make sure that they are inculcated in children without fail. My slide is not moving. 1 minute.
Yes, take your time. Parent, student, teacher should be like the three vertices of a triangle.
You can read what is happening in the chat
Yes,
box.
sir. Yes, I'm doing. Yes, sir. All values needs to have in one's own self.
Yeah, the next one you can see.
It's not in slideshow, sir.
It is in slideshow only.
Yeah, now it is. Yes.
Okay.
We can see the equality, equity, liberation.
Yes, when we talk about equality, you have to see that equity is ensured. And if you are giving equity, why can't you give liberty also?
Yes.
This picture clearly tells us the difference between equality and equity, and what is meant by the liberty that we were discussing, right? So some of the great teachers of India, I took this in order to give them a due homage, but I don't think that they have worked as hard as we are doing, right? We have been working very, very hard, remedial class, all these things, that thing, PTM, and so many things we are doing. We have only two hands, but we are doing a kind of juggling, right? As teachers, we do a lot of things nowadays. But why these teachers are then considered great teachers? Why we are not considered great teachers? Right? Teachers are really the real influencers, no doubt. Those teachers might have influenced a lot of people, right, to build the nation. That's why they are great teachers. We also are great teachers because we are doing great job, no doubt. So a big salute to all the teachers who are present here, who are contributing to the development of the nation. Thank you so much. And somebody says this, I don't know whether it is true or false. You can tell me whether it is true or false. Anuradha, can you read?
A poor teacher complains, an average teacher explains, a good teacher teaches, and a great teacher inspires. True, sir.
Is it true?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You inspire us, sir, so you are a true teacher.
It must be true then.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you so much. Well, so we are all great teachers. We are great teachers because we are doing great job. Because when many are not coming to teaching profession, we are leading the nation, right? Yeah. Because we are the teachers are like this only. So so many hands, so many tasks they do. Can you teachers, can you tell me which are the tasks you carry out on a daily basis in the chat box, please?
Meanwhile, like the teachers typing, so I just want to say one thing. Everything else is there, but you can see the smile on the teacher's face, even though
correct,
she's,
correct,
that is
correct.
the important.
That is the highlight.
Yes, that's the highlight.
Endless tasks. Some of the tasks we can. Chat box is not enough. I can widen it, no problem. I can maximize it.
Friend, philosopher,
Teaching,
guide,
leadership,
facilitator, teaching, leadership, mentor, counseling.
Okay.
Going till the end of the day.
Yeah. So
yes, there are
teacher is
emails. No, these days emails to parents is also there. Impromptu calls. So as simple as giving a water bottle to the child, or
that's why we see you can see so many hands. See?
Yes.
Yeah.
Learning partner, scaffolder, surprise task.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So that's why we have saluted you. Thank you so much. You're the manager, right. So, but madam, modern teacher. So the requirement of modern teacher will be just to assess the children. Modern teaching, according to the modern curriculum and all, teacher is going to be only the assessor. All the other things students will do, because the scene is changing and the students' mindset is also changing. The students have already changed their mindset. They can very well read and understand that the teacher has not prepared today, and they will tell you also, right? Yeah. So you are the
So,
manager now. You are.
One
Yeah.
of the teacher has mentioned even attending webinars.
Yeah, that is empowerment. That is
Yes,
empowering
empowerment.
yourself.
Yes.
That is empowering yourself. Yeah. So, in spite of these hands, we should have a very powerful mind, right? Sometimes, because of these 10 to 12 hands, teachers become very much dejected, depressed. It is because the mind is not balancing the work and the home tasks. So let us see. There is a case study. 1 minute. Volume, remote volume. I think it will play. Yeah. So there is a case study. So when we were discussing great teachers and all, I don't claim that this teacher, Mr. Jai Mishra, is a great teacher, but you can assess and tell me. But we can see why I am presenting Mr. Jai Mishra before you. In terms of today's topic, NEP, NCF, and their objectives and expectations. Is it audible?
No, sir. The audio is. I think it's stuck. The video is stuck actually. If it plays, then I can tell you if it's audible.
Is it audible?
Oh, no, the video is stuck, sir, actually.
Was it audible before?
No, sir. I mean, it didn't play at all. I mean, it's stuck in the first minute only. Again.
Okay. Let us see.
Do you want me to share it, sir, that video? Is it the how my students taught me the importance of values?
Madam, is it audible? Or the video is stuck?
Yes, sir. The video is still stuck. Do you want me to share it, sir? I mean, do I have the access to share?
1 minute. Let me play it again.
$42, sir. 40 seconds. No, 41. Yeah. Yeah, now it's playing, sir, but the audio is not able.
Is it audible?
No, sir.
I have shared the system sound also. This is what.
Can you share it with YouTube, sir? Like, I mean, do you want me to share it, sir? I don't know if we can share.
Yeah, it is there in YouTube. I'll share that link.
No, I have found it, sir. Is this the one?
You got it?
Yes,
yeah, please.
Month especially, I was
Can you hear it, sir?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
never taught values to my kids, because I believe if you are academically strong, you can do anything, right? But the day when one of my students, it's a normal meeting, right, and the students had a task to present something in front of the whole class. A girl, Divya, right, she came up with an awesome presentation of two different personalities. So she has written something.
From the beginning?
Do you want me to run it through from the beginning, sir?
From the beginning, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
In my first year of fellowship, first month especially, I was a teacher who never taught values to my kids, because I believe if you are academically strong, you can do anything, right? But the day when one of my students, it's a normal meeting, right, and the students had a task to present something in front of the whole class. A girl, Divya, right, she came up with an awesome presentation of two different personalities. So she has written something on two columns, right? One column has a list like a person with a height of 5 feet 4 inch. It's just a BA and LLB degree and nothing else. And one person has like a height of 6 feet almost. And then he has a degree of BCom, BA, BSc, MCom, MBA, everything around there, right? Then she asked a question to the class, whom do you think is a very good person, right? I was a person who believed in academics. I thought the second person is good. The moment she showed me the next slide was actually like the person with a 5 feet 4 inch and just 1 degree, 2 degrees BA and LLB was Mahatma Gandhi, and the other person was Osama bin Laden. And I was actually shocked, right? Because a girl on that day, she told me that being a good academician and being a good student, right, doesn't prove that you are going to be a good human being. But what I want, like after me, like once they will be at age of 25 and suppose I'm meeting them, I really love to hear them they are doing, they are transforming their community, they are working for their community, and it will be really good if they will say that they are teaching some bunch of kids without even asking for a salary also.
Yes, teachers, come to the chat box. Let's discuss. So, what the different quality you have seen in Mr. Jay Mishra? What is he speaking about the children?
Your reflections on the video and on Jay Mishra, sir?
Yeah.
Can be put in the chat, yes. Really inspired. Very nice.
No, as a teacher.
Yeah, as a teacher.
Different methodology or what different quality he is, showing. That is the question.
Learning from students, acceptance and learning from students, imbibing values.
Have they come, madam? Are they discussing in the chat?
Yes, sir. I'm reading them, sir. Accepting and learning from students. He's watching conference in a teacher. Rather than academic person should be good at life skills as well. That is the importance of values. Need for inculcating values in students. Acceptance and adaptation. Grow with confidence. His the small wish of his that the children also go ahead and become a teacher. That was a nice development in
way, okay.
Yes, development natural way. Yes,
that is very important. Okay.
Yes, excelling in academics is not everything. Overall personality development required to inspire and change the society. Teaching alone is not enough. Teaching of values is very important as part of education. Values are more important to be a good human being at last.
No, he is talking about one girl, Divya, who came up with a presentation entirely different from what the teacher has, expected. Right. So from that, what we can understand about children. Observation, learning from society. Okay. All right.
Given a chance, children can actually become very
Given
good.
Opportunities, they will do wonders. Given opportunity, they will. Only thing is, we should not restrict their thinking, their imagination, and all. We have 35 to 40 children in a class, agreed. But why should we teach, the whole 35-40 minutes? We have to, we know the different, abilities of children. Accordingly, we have to give them task. We have to give them assignment. So gifted children and all, they will learn only an introduction or the summary of the concept is enough. They will sit together and they will learn. The teacher has to sit with only the slow learners or weak learners, whatever we call it. Those who need help, the teacher needs to sit with them and teach them. That is only where teaching is required. Otherwise, scaffolding is required. So unnecessarily, we are wasting our energy and time. Only thing is we have to, just like Jai Mishra, we have to give opportunities and give them assignments and flip classes and all. We have been talking about all these strategies, flip classes and all, projects and all. Let us, this is the, this is the time when we have to change our teaching methodology to student centered method, so that the teacher needs to connect with the student. Yes, of course, definitely we have to connect with each and every child. Then only we can achieve the objectives. So thank you so much, teachers, for the discussion. Great teachers, we have to set, expectations from the children. For every child, we have to set high expectations and objectives, clear objectives, and we should be able to, inspire children. We have to arouse their curiosity. See, look at this teacher. Audio is there, ma'am?
No, so audio is not there.
Okay, let us watch. You can
Yes,
see how
yes.
how differently he presents the concept.
Yeah, but the video is stuck. So could you play it? I mean, play it again? Yes, now it's working.
Yes, definitely. Like this teacher, we should be able to, make the teaching experienced by students. The concept should be experienced by students. Then there is curiosity, there is discussion, there is communication, there is collaboration, there is imagination. So everything works very well. Only one thing, we have to make our children very curious in our teaching. So let us, discard all the traditional methods of, opening the textbook and page 52, this thing, that thing. We have to come prepared with our objectives, setting high expectations. Thank you. And let us see next. See, they are enabling children to solve the problems. So problem solvers, students become problem solvers. They connect with each and every child, as somebody was mentioning, connecting with everyone. Very, very important. Connecting with everyone, building strong relationship with everyone. And if you scold them, they should know that why the teacher has scolded me. You will not see any diary note from any parent if you have a strong good connection with every child, because a good connection means good understanding. You know the child's strengths and weakness, accordingly you cater to the child's needs. So the child sees that you are the first and foremost important person. Every child looks upon the teachers the same. If the parent tries to correct the child, no, this is the way it should be written, the child will say, no, my teacher said this is the correct way. That much influence the teacher has upon the children. So if the teacher is very much prepared with what to be given to a particular child, definitely we are making the child strong enough, courageous enough, and we are contributing to the development of the child. Thereby, we are contributing to the development of the children. And master of subjects, definitely teachers should have the mastery of subjects. And new generation teachers, I am sorry to say, mastery of subject is not seen in the new generation teachers as compared to the old generation teachers. So let us work hard. We have been, I can see in the group lot of teachers asking very simple questions, which we have in our times we never ask, because it is a part of our studies and all. So that is the case. So if you have to influence students, definitely mastery of subjects, because students can go and refer to the sources available. They can watch, they can refer to any website, YouTube, and they will come and say you were wrong. So let us not make a sorry figure in front of them. Mastery of subject is very important, and these three W's very very important for a great teacher. What are these three W's? What went well, what went wrong. Very, very important. As you set examples or the objectives and activities at the end of the session, at the end of the class, you should be able to do this three W's in your classroom, and that makes you the great teacher. You can understand that 75% of my class only have has achieved the concept, so I have to redo it. So that is very important. And great teachers communicate frequently with parents. Of course it is there, but communication not only for fees but for their strengths and weaknesses. Definitely everywhere, every day or frequently, you have to communicate with the parents about their positivity, about their positive side. The child also will be happy, parents also will be happy. At the same time, you have to seek help from parents about the child's weaknesses and work together. Okay, and do not continuously go on lecturing in the classroom. We need to have a break in between. I think this slide has some problem. I think the video is not. I think I will. So I thought, we have been discussing for 1 hour, sharp 1 hour. So I should give you a break. And similarly, you also have to engage your children in small breaks. Why I am telling is, I will tell you the reason later. Now, let me find out a way to play this audio. Just hold a moment.
No, sir, it's not audible.
Not audible, no?
No, sir.
Not audible. Okay, let me see. So original also it will not play, no? Okay, let us.
From YouTube, you can play, sir, but I cannot find the link, so I don't.
I didn't put the link here. No problem.
Maybe later on in the group you can share, sir.
Yeah, no problem. So this is what happens with technology sometimes. Unless and until we do it frequently. Yeah. Okay. So the importance is mental well-being, right? Can you identify the country in the picture? Chat box, is it there? Chat box is there or disappeared?
No, sir, chat box is there. It's available. I'm waiting for teachers to answer.
Yeah. Can you identify the country in this picture? Anyone? Any guess? This country gives
No guesses.
great importance to mental well-being of children. Yes,
Finland is,
Neelam
yes,
Anand.
Finland.
Neelam Anand, yeah, huge round of applause to Neelam Anand. It is Finland. Thank you so much. That is the reason Finland is rated in the happiness index as the happiest country in the world. How Finland becomes the happiest country in the world? It is because the country believes in the children's mental well-being, not only children's, teachers also. In Jay Mishra's case, the teacher's case, Jay Mishra has not, he does not have a rigid structure for students. You should do this only. You should do now only. No. There is freedom. There is freedom of thinking. There is freedom for doing. And similarly, in the case of Finland, I had a chance to visit Finland and interacted with many principals and all, and learned that if there are 7 to 8 periods in a day for a child's school day, after every period there is 10 to 15 minutes break. Can you believe? Is it possible in India? It's possible. In India, what we do is we give a lot of stuff, lot of information to children. Even GK also we are teaching, right? There are books also, lots of books, lots of publishers and all. They come and sell books, schools buy books and make money. And all children's bags are full, heavy, and they break their shoulders with the heavy bags and all. So this situation should change. Their mental well-being is very important. That is the reason you can see there is a great drop in mental well-being compared to 2018 till date. So now you can see that the country. This country is showing how children's mental well-being is important in their learning. That's the reason they give 15. An American teacher who came to teach in Finland, she had a double period. We also often have double period. I don't know how the students sit in the classroom during double period. Maths and all we can understand because they are involved in problem solving. The teacher noticed the students after one period, after the bell, the students get nervous. They cannot sit because for 40-45 minutes they have been sitting and they are used to the break. And it went on, the teacher did not give break. It went on to few days and students started telling teacher we need break. And the teacher was not aware. And later, after 3 days only, she came to know this is the case here. Then she inquired and found that this 10 to 15 minutes, they go and sit together, they exchange what is happening and what has happened and all. They socialize. There is socialization. There is refreshment. They refresh their minds and they come back to their classroom. Equally, physical education also is given frequently. Even India also has, CBSE also has asked schools to give physical education 1 period compulsorily a day. If there are 5 days, 5 periods, how many schools are giving? So mental well-being, physical education is very important. Socialization is very important. So these two things we have to take care. Do not take away their physical education period. I request every teacher, do not take away to complete the portion and all. Definitely completing portion is a concern for which we have to find out a solution. But do not take away this physical education period. And that is the reason I am focusing upon mental well-being. If their mental well-being is very strong, they become academically very bright students, because sports and all they collaborate while doing sports and all. They collaborate. There is team. There is, when they socialize, there is the discussion, there is communication, collaboration is there, problem solving is there. If one child has a problem, another involves and so gives solutions. This should happen in school, at school level. So we are, not, the children are not confined to the classroom. They should have a free space to think and express, give vent to their feelings. So give vent to their feelings. That is very important. That's why these to 10 to 10, 15 minutes. And these are also, teachers are also there. They are not just, sent out. Teachers are also there. They come and ask teachers. If they have any doubt or anything, they come and ask teachers. So this is something which we can follow in order to boost up the mental well-being of our children, because through sports and all, children get engaged and they learn to tolerate with others as a, in a team spirit. They learn tolerate, cooperate, collaborate with others. They learn a lot of values and skills through physical education and short breaks and all. So definitely we should take, we should consider this mental well-being, and teachers. Can you suggest a few other advantages of mental well-being of boosting, if we are boosting mental well-being of students, come to the chat box and we can have a quick interaction. Any other advantage in addition to academic excellence? Do you think if their mental well-being is boosted, what are the advantages you see in their children in addition to their academics?
Teachers, please put in your thoughts. 5 days education, 6th day sports activity, reduce crime in society.
Correct, reduce crime in society. In fact, we had a session, sports versus crime. Sports can reduce crime. Definitely. Who said that?
Siba PV.
Yeah,
Siba.
Siba PV. Yeah, very good, ma'am. Congrats. Thank you. Happiness index increases. Okay.
Increases
reduce
critical
stress,
thinking.
better understanding. Okay, very good, very good. So thank you so much for your involvement. So now let us move to quickly to PSED. PSED, everybody knows, physical, social, and emotional development. So through these activities, you can enhance their PSED. A few, advantages are listed here. Their emotional stability increases, social skills they develop, their physical health also they develop. And factors affecting mental well-being. What are the factors that affect mental well-being? Academic pressure. Do not give, let us not have academic pressure. If you don't complete this assignment, you will be, we will be deducting marks for your internal. Definitely that is a pressure. So many students, they lose their interest also. But you can, instead you can, give them, you can lead them through, having a great rapport with them, and diplomatically you have to deal with the child. Social relationships are affecting the mental well-being. That means peer pressure and all, we call it peer pressure. Family environment, definitely. Personal factors, health issues and all. Then how to boost up the mental well-being? Supportive environment we have to create. Mental health education we have to give. Counseling services. Teachers, I think every school is having counselors and special.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Well, I think participants are back.
Yes, half of them are back. So I think there were around 177 participants.
Yeah.
And slowly they'll be back here.
Okay, no problem. We have the recording.
Yes.
For
yes.
counseling services, if any school is having a counseling service and a counselor, let us make use of it. And a request, please let us not name the counseling room as counseling room, because children, they feel that when they are referred to, they feel that they have some problem. So I changed my school's, counseling center to happiness room. So something like that, you have to have a different thinking, because every child these days needs counseling in order to boost up their mental health. And when they are referred to the happiness room, they should be able to, they should have a mindset to visit the counselor. The counselor's name also, that means happiness teacher or something like that, you can put. Otherwise, personalized learning center or something like that, we can rename, because counseling, though we are doing counseling, that should not, keep the children back from attending to. Then stress management techniques, we have to give tips and classes to to children for stress management techniques. Physical education, physical activity, parental involvement is very important. And UDL. What is UDL? Universal Design for Learning. Universal design for learning, as every child is unique and different with different abilities, capabilities. We have to design the lesson in such a way that it is catering to each and every child. That is UDL. And these are the advantages of UDL, what we have to do for a particular child and how we have to do it. Identify the potential barriers and remove the barriers, identify universal supports like teaching aids and all. The three principles: goals, assessment. You have to set goal for the child, assess that. Teaching method you have to use, teach, evaluate, get back feedback and refine. So this is what I was talking about, PLCO, Happiness Center. Some strategies for personalized teaching: developing individual learning plans, using adaptive learning platforms, offering different assignments. So differentiated assignment, encouraging collaboration in groups, creating learning stations, offering students more choices, just like Jai Mishra, scaffolding learning. Differentiation, we have already dealt with the differentiation in a lot of sessions. And this is where, you have to make sure that teaching is happening with the slow learners or the differently abled children only. Others, you have to do only scaffolding and build skills in children to keep pace with the change. What are the skills? You have to develop the entrepreneurial skills in children. Conduct activities in such a way that the children take the lead. And in my school, grade 10 students were passing out, and grade 9 students were supposed to give the send off. So what usually happens is the teacher, makes a program and collects money from every child and arrange the program and all. But I told the teachers to make the children involved in the planning, and I need a budget from students. So students, they sat together, they made a plan, they made a budget and came to me, and accordingly we asked them to collect money from the children. So thereby, how they are, developing their skills, their entrepreneurial skills, financial skill literacy is enhanced. Their collaboration is through collaboration. Their communication skill is enhanced. So you have to give chance and opportunities to children. Whenever there is a program in school, students should take the initiative. Teachers should be along their side. So let us, reduce the burden of teachers. How many tasks you will do at school level? Lot of duty lists and duty lists. Why children cannot do it? Children can do wonders. They can do wonders. See, I think this one, I will send you the link, madam.
Okay, sir.
This is very important because it is a child's voice. As I said, the students' thinking has changed. Yeah, 1 minute. There is chat. I'm putting in the chat box, ma'am. Can you please play?
Okay, sir.
Teachers, let us listen to this child's voice and what the expectations children have nowadays from the teachers, from the school, from education, from curriculum, whether it is national education policy or national curriculum framework. Children do expect what, how they should learn and what are the support we have to, teachers have to give, education has to provide. Are you able to get this link, ma'am?
Yes. Just give me a minute. It's playing the ad, so I'll just wait until the ad is done and then I'll...
Are you sharing the screen?
Yes, sir. 1 minute. It was playing the ad, so I was just waiting for it.
Yeah.
Just give it. Are you all able to see the screen?
It's coming up. Yeah, we can play now.
You're able to hear the audio, sir?
No.
Able to hear the audio, sir?
No audio.
Okay, I'll just share it 1 second. I clicked on it. I'll play it from the beginning. Able to hear, sir?
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Excellent!
7 out of 10.
Good! Can do much better.
1 out of 10.
Very poor.
I grew up with these numbers and these labels. These numbers tell me where I stand, how much I learn, and how much I know. But I wonder, are these numbers that feel like the advertisements interrupting my favorite movie really that significant? Counting was easy to learn because of the everyday roll calls. Roll number 1, present. Roll number 2, present. Roll number 51, present. And the long list of class tests, which are like traffic snarls from which I try to get through. And when we get back the test papers, the classroom starts to feel like a prison with the roll calls. Caddy number 1 present, caddy number 2 present, caddy number 51 present. My little heart is never interested in these exams. Its passion is something beyond these ranks and the high red brick walls of the building called school. The walls are so high that only the bricks can see the world outside. And it's sad. It's sad that my passion day by day is being buried inside the walls, trying to compare wind with fire. In races, people run to win, not to enjoy or learn. And I'm losing my joy, my happiness, like an eraser losing its size. It makes me feel like a river that has stopped flowing, like a dead leaf falling from a tree without any sense of its destination. Capturing things, moments, in my camera, in my eyes, and writing stories, writing poetry, communicating to strangers, finding directions, and riding my cycle are not the things that I learned in that building called school, but they define my idea of school. I ask, then why is there a system of education? And why is it imposed on everyone? I believe I can search for my own boundless passion. I believe I can strive to be an independent learner. I believe I can make my life processes my education that includes my joy and self-esteem, my motives and decisions, and my own inventions, my own creations. I believe I can be a voice for everyone. Because I know that my life means much more than that building called school.
Thank you, Anuradha, ma'am. So there are a lot of things in the child's speech. A lot of things are there. So that we teachers have to understand, there is how the child is craving for learning. Learning is happening, automatically, not, in a restricted environment with in a rigid system. That is not education. It is, the child is given freedom. The child learns by doing, maybe riding bicycles or whatever she say. Everything she experiences through, and she learns from that. So that is very important. As I said, the child's mindset has changed as in terms of the school concept. So accordingly, we also, it is time to change. So let us change ourselves. Let me share. Yeah, is it visible?
Yes.
What can children do? Children can do wonders. So I recently I watched a video in which a 4-year-old girl from Tamil Nadu, she has won 11 national records in martial arts, and more than 200 district, beyond more than district level records. And the thing, her father sought admission in a nursery in one of the schools in their surroundings, but since the father was not able to afford the fees and all, it was denied. And the father, the child saw the father crying because of this. The child, from there, the child takes a determination that my father should not cry anymore. And she drew her courage, and she became the champions in many national events, and she was invited by the same school as chief guest, where the chief minister and governor were also present. So children, see, these children, we cannot neglect these children. They have lots of ideas and abilities in them. We have to bring them out as teachers. That is nation building. That is NCF. That is NEP. That is what NEP says. That is what NCF says. Children can do wonders and wonders. We know this man, this fellow, and there are many like him. You can see an 11 grade child from Andhra Pradesh. He developed a pair of goggles to help the visually impaired to navigate hands free. These are happening in our country. They are building the nation, right? Only thing is, we have to ignite the spark in children. Identify the child. Every child is unique. This is 8-year-old from Tamil Nadu again designed the world's smallest satellite, working satellite. See, and Akash Manoj, 10th standard student from Tamil Nadu again developed a skin patch that can detect silent heart attacks. Who is giving this idea? Great teachers are there. We are also great. We have to spark their minds. And Shubham Banerjee, 13-year-old only, he launched a company to develop low-cost machine to print braille. These are happening. Age 15 only, Angath, he built India's first homegrown 3D printer. 16-year-old Sahiti from Bangalore developed an app for cleaning our lakes. 8-year-old Madansh Mehta from Mumbai, he impressed Microsoft CEO with a game he created by coding. Great minds, right? Siddharth, 17-year-old from Telangana, invented a unique device to prevent rape. That is also. See, children, they see the world and they come up with problems only through you only through teachers. 17-year-old Madhav, every child will have a story to tell about their teacher behind their success. So we are doing great service, but still we have to do a lot because a lot of children are not, helped in the proper way. Madhav invented glasses that would allow deaf people to see the words they cannot hear. See, Ramya invented a low-cost washing cum exercise machine. These are inventions. These are, uh, if there is a problem, there is a solution. So give problem to the children. That is why a great teacher makes the student solve problem solvers. So they come with ideas. See, 13-year-old boy from Shivagashi developed a low-cost fire extinguisher because he saw his, parents dying in a firework accident. So Ria is there, Vaibhav is there, Arya is there, who set up lot of things, 3D panels and 50 student peers and 23 villages in Uttarakhand to nurture reading community library. But then Arya, what about Arya? Arya has designed a head that she's designed her that via new news Didi, a platform for media literacy. She has created a platform for media literacy in students. These are they are the nation builders. And we have great teachers also like you who are doing voluntary services in India. They are building nations. You can see this teacher, he started the Super 30, what is his name? Anand Kumar. Super 30 program to coach poor students of IIT JEE. Then this man cycled around India, Aditya Kumar, to spread messages about the importance of education. He is also building nation. A college dropout, Rajesh Kumar Sharma, who runs a general store by himself. Rajesh Kumar teaches nearly 200 children under the metro rail flyover near the Jamuna Bank station in Delhi. Nation building is happening. Abdul Malik from Kerala, who swims across the big river to save 3 hours to reach the school. Right? This is also Babar Ali, the youngest headmaster you must have heard featured in BBC. He, at the age of 16, he also started running a school for the poor children because he knows the importance of building a nation, Babar Ali. And Aravind Gupta is an alumnus of IIT Kanpur. He, after his retirement, he devised that waste products, whatever we throw away can be used to make toys in order to teach children. That is also great. This woman made videos simplifying concepts in physics, chemistry, maths, and biology between 9th and 12th students because she was not impressed with the quality of the notes or the teaching of many teachers. And this man, I met him, Professor Sandeep Desai. He begs on Mumbai locals to support his school. He runs a school for the unprivileged in Mumbai. He runs an English medium school, and he goes, literally begging. And he is not ashamed of that because he knows that the importance of education, quality education. And Vimala Kaul, after retirement, she runs a school in her flat free. And Bharati Kumari, she is only told, but she still teaches her students, friends who are not able to go to school. She is a government school student. And Barun from Bihar, who understood that education should be there. That's why this crime and all are happening. So he started educating people against the criminals, but the criminals shot him dead. Sometimes sacrifice is also happening. And this man, Motiur Rahman Khan, he takes only 11 rupees when at the time when lakhs of rupees are given by his parents to get coaching for IAS and IPS and IRS. He takes only 11 rupees as Guru Dakshina. He is building the nation. There are not only 5,000 people like this, not 1 lakh. There are hundreds and hundreds, thousands and thousands of people are striving in India in order to give free and quality education to children. You can see the names. There are many, many, many. Why don't you lead ourselves? Why don't you lead others? Then why leading ourselves first, leading others You are leading India. Am I right? Let us lead ourselves first. Let us get inspired. Let us have a vision. Let us identify children. Let us connect with children. Let us lead them. Thereby, we are leading India. What small commitment you please decide what small commitment you can give today, make today towards yourself, towards others and India, and thereby in the world. I remember Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam saying in UN, I think he was reciting some verses of Bhagavad Gita only, but it wasn't translated. It was in English when he started saying that when there is harmony in the family, there is harmony in the society. When there is harmony in the society, there is harmony in the nation. When there is harmony in the nation, there is harmony in the world. When there is harmony in the world, there is peace in the world. So everything begins with the family, teacher, I think, self, right? Self. So empower ourselves, empower others. Thereby we are empowering India. And you also make students to do small commitments like this to enable them, help them to empower themselves, empower others, and empower India. Thereby making NEP, NCF happen, the true essence of NEP and NCF happen in the country, thereby leading the nation to the development of the nation. You see, this girl. See, you can see this is every child. This girl is a representative of every child. You see, if you handhold the child, you can see the happiness in the child. I'll just play the video. Let us. How happy the child would be when you start helping the child. Not important that we have to give money and help, but we have to handhold the child, lift the child. See her face. There are hundreds and thousands of children in your class. This is the smile we have to bring in every child's face. It is our responsibility. So let us reimagine education, not for children, with children. Jai Hind, hope you will do a bit of yours to the development of the nation, to implement NEP and NCF in its true spirit. Thank you so much for joining. Anuradha man, you can give the certificate link and all in the chat box, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions? Any questions that you can make?
In the chat box, the participants are saying that today's session is very inspiring and insightful. You are the inspiring leader. Thank you. Thank you to you. Yes, and I will post the link as well. .p-tag.in. And then I would like to extend our gratitude and appreciation for Dr. Abdul Salam for enlightening us today. I'm sure we are better equipped, motivated, and charged to motivate our children as not just educators, but as nation builders. Even if the 177 teachers, right, each of us, we have changed our mind and do our bit, I think your task for today, you would think it is successful, and for all of us as well. Every lesson, every interaction with our students is an opportunity to shape the future. Let's commit to instilling the 8 C's and constitutional values and inspiring our students to contribute to a society by giving them the power to think. I leave you with this question. What legacy do you want to leave behind as a teacher? Dear participants, kindly note to please log into www.b-tag.in and download the certificates for today's session. And also remember to write your name and the session name correctly. Once the certificate is generated, it cannot be changed. So I, Anuradha Ravindran, along with Extra Mile Education and Training, would like to thank Dr. Abdul Salam for his boundless support and guidance. Thank you, sir, for such a great opportunity and learning. Above all, I would want to express my gratitude to each and every one of our amazing participants who have been the life of the session. Your enthusiasm motivates us to come up with many more such interesting sessions. I sincerely hope we earn the privilege of your time. I would like to ask Salam sir to conclude the meeting. We shall meet you in the next engaging session with another distinguished resource. Thank you, everyone. Good night, and over to Salam sir.
Yeah, participants are asking for the link. The link is
Yes, I've already.
b-tag.in.
Yes, I've put in some. I think it is
Yeah,
gone up.
that is the link. You can, they can type in the browser,
Yes.
or if they want the usual link, let me. And any questions? If there is any question, anyone would like to comment?
As you all have seen in the introduction video, that we do not have any feedback form where we have to fill in. There is this website which we all have to go click on it. If you have not signed up, please sign up, and then you will get your certificates. If you have already signed up, just sign in, log into it, and you will get the certificate for today's session. It has all the list of 64 sessions which we have conducted as part of BTEC.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I took this session in Bhopal. It was an offline session, and I thought I should communicate this across online as well, because many teachers would benefit from this. And thank you so much for your time. I have taken more than 1.5 hours. So thank you for your patience, and definitely together we can lead the nation, we can lead the children, we can lead ourselves first. So definitely we will make changes. So Anuradha ma'am, thank you
Yes.
so much for your support, your help
Welcome,
and
sir.
all. And I do really appreciate your presence of mind, and for reminding me whenever it is required. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, sir. Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
sir.
Yeah, it will be uploaded on YouTube as well. Yeah, thank you
Yes,
so
yes,
much.
yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
Good night.
Password one. Deepa ma'am is asking password, so it will be the same password which you have set up while signing up into this website.
Yeah, same password. If you have
Yes.
forgotten the password, then you have to do the sign up again.
Again, yes.